Hey, Sweets.
Hello. Hi.
Um,
Sweet is in the house.
I have to say that was probably the best episode of Sister Wives that I've ever watched in my life,
Definitely.
and it was like enjoyed it so much. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't have to pause the TV to see how much time was left, like in the episode, because I was so bored with watching it. I wanted
Yes.
more. Um, Loved it, loved it, loved it. I think this season's going to be like off the hook, and I'm so happy that we can talk about it and have some fun because this is going to be a good season.
It is.
Just on that episode alone, I am here for it. I would almost rank it like right next to Beverly Hills and how much I like the episode.
I agree. I agree. I am a huge Bravo fan. I watch everything Bravo, and this has been for me one of the top episodes this year, honestly.
And I agree. So let's do some like business. Guys, if you want to join, please hit the join button, the subscribe button if you want to become a member. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that button. If you want to like the video, you can like it. If you don't have to like it, either way. After this show tonight, I'm going to set up my schedule for the week like I said last night. So it's all going to be out there and everybody knows. And
Take my hand.
I got my shirt on. I'm ready. What does the nanny do? And this will be my new uniform for whenever we do Sister Wives on this show.
I'll make myself one. I'll find something. I'll make myself one. I have a Cricut, so I can make myself one.
So there we are. Let me say hi to everybody, and then we'll start. I don't know what I did. Okay, so let me scroll. Hey, Seraphim, Patty S, Christina B, Ashley Nicole, Barbie, Ellie, Ruth Ann, hello, Michelle, Sweets.
Hi.
Crystal 54, what's going on, girl? Addie, hello. Luana, Mel B, MTT, Lily. Hey, Lily. Stacy, Gina. I starred that. I don't know what that means when you star a comment. What does that mean? I've never seen that before. Madonna, hey. Jewel and Wicked Wisdom. Hey, everybody. And there he is. Look, and I have my little devil kitty right here behind me, who is, also my co-host. And there he goes. So let's get into it. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. I'm still working on my intro because the music in my real intro is still not right. And then once I get that fixed, I'm going to start playing that again. I'm going to do the clock again. Well, welcome aboard, longtime lurker Nicole. Happy to have you.
Long time lurker.
Where do we start? Like, I have 8 pages of notes because I literally everything Christine said I had to write down. I'm like, oh my God, that's steep. That's steep. That's steep. So can we all agree that Kody Brown is like the worst person on earth?
Yes, definitely he is.
Is there anybody in the chat who thinks Kody's like, misunderstood or because I'd be happy to hear it, because as I see it, God, what?
The audacity.
As Teresa would say, the audacity. The audacity of it all. He is like the worst.
Yeah, definitely. It was exactly disgusting. Yes.
And Christine, like when that show, we and Kody have been watching this show since Jump, since
Me
day
too.
one. And who'd ever thought it would be Christine to be the one that got away first?
Well,
We all
Mary's
had our
not
money on,
going anywhere.
we all had our money on Mary, and to Mary's credit, she tried, but then she ran into a lesbian in Oklahoma who she thought was a man.
Yeah.
So and then after Mary got stuck with that, it is what it is. So the episode starts, and by the way, Maria W is traveling right now, so she's going to be a part of this. We're kind of squeeze this in tonight because obviously next week's episode airs tomorrow. So I wanted to get this in before like the next episode started. So Maria W will be back with us on Tuesday nights when we recap tomorrow's episode. So she's traveling, so she just moved her son into college. So we love you, Maria W. Wait, what is this, Lily? He wrote a whole book years ago talking about how gross he thought Christine was, or maybe he didn't write it, but it was in a book. That was very informative and not, Lily, at the same time. So, oh my God, I did not ever see it that way. Never got the sense that Kody had any issues with Christine. Other than her, yeah, like what a joke. So. Here we go. So now, obviously Kody is still like, COVID sensitive and has to shoot all the scenes in the houses with like, like their iPads or whatever. So you don't get like the good production value that you normally get in the film crews there. But what does Gina say? The way he talked to her was so degrading and offensive. If I was Robin, I wouldn't be. We'll get to Robin in a second. So, Christine is saying, they show like, what happened last year where Christine kicked him out, hey Sheila, put all his stuff in the garage. Christine said that he doesn't want to be intimate anymore, that he's not attracted to her. And I guess that works for Mary because Mary just takes it in stride now. She's like, oh,
I don't understand Mary. Why? What's the point?
Because Mary,
none of the other wives like her.
Mary tried to escape, and she fell flat with
with the catfish. Yeah.
What's her name? Oh my God. I should know this. They got mad at me on that catfisher came at me on YouTube on Twitter years ago. Sam.
Oh really?
Sam. And because Mary had come up on one of my Periscope lives. That's how old we're talking. But when I was back on Periscope, Mary came up on my show. And that Sam, she didn't like it. So, and you see, the whole episode was really about Christine and Kody sitting at the table. You see Janelle saying everybody can't stand Kody's rules about like, the COVID stuff. Like, Janelle's like, okay, I could see maybe some of these, but having to wipe down the mail with
alcohol wipes
might be a bit too much. But then there's like Kody saying, well, maybe if you wiped your mail down, you wouldn't have gotten COVID with, the boys.
But didn't one of the sons say that he's not vaccinated?
Oh, I don't. Did they?
Yes, one of the sons said he's very active on TikTok. He said that
yes. Shoot, I had a Peyton.
Yes. I'm gonna look it up.
I posted it a while ago.
Bless you.
I fell into LuLaRoe a couple years ago, and I sold it with Mary. She was on the same team I was on. Oh my God, I need details on that, Ashley.
Oh my goodness, MLMs. That's the pyramid scheme.
That's like Amway, right? Is Amway still a thing?
I think so. I mean, I've never seen a product, but I know that the company still exists. I've never seen anybody use Amway products, but I think they still exist.
My neighbor did Amway, and I remember like she tried to like have my grandparents over for dinner, and like then she like had like like the A-frame or like the pyramid, and like if you
Yes.
sign up with me, you can make all that. And like my grandma's like, get the fuck out of here with this shit. I don't even know if Amway's still a thing, but that reminds me of that. So what is that? Be careful. Don't play it too loud. I don't want to get struck.
What?
I hear background. Don't play it too loud.
Yes. No, it's a soccer game. It won't
Okay.
get.
I don't want to get struck. I don't want YouTube.
Can you lower it a little?
Just a skosh.
No, no, yeah, they're watching a soccer game. It's not anything that'll be.
Let's see. So now they're at Robin's house. So Kody is talking to Robin, and about Christine, and Robin's just blown away. Like, has no idea that like him and Christine are on the outs. Like, what a terrible actress she is. Girl,
terrible.
Don't ever go to Hollywood. Just stay with Kody and do your sister wife stuff, because she was like, what? Huh?
Oh, no, you can't. The thing that bothered me the most is when she said, that is your house. Oh, no, it's not. That's not your house, Kody.
Meanwhile, as soon as Kody said to Robin, yeah, Christine kicked me out, Robin was like this. Give me 1 second, Kody, huh? And then this is what she did. Because Robin has her list. So you have, Kody's army of wives: Mary, Janelle, Christine, Robin, and here goes Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, got one down,
Yeah.
2 more to go. One more, that's it. So now that's it. So Robin, had to cross her out on her list. So there, Robin's like, win. But then she's like, oh, Kody, maybe it's not over. That's your house. And
you sleep on the couch.
Yeah, sleep on the
couch.
And like, I think we all know what Robin's about now, and how Robin like totally like divided the family, and how even Christine said towards the end, ask his favorite wife, Robin.
Yeah,
but I
definitely.
do kind of understand Robin saying, like, sleep on the couch. You're married. Like, maybe she doesn't want you in the bed, but just, show that you're there, because married couples get in fights. Everyone's got to sleep on the couch here and there.
Exactly. Definitely.
So I don't want to be like all that negative about Robin, although we all know.
But she tried. She said, you work it out. Work it out. It's not 2-3 years. It was 25 years. I've been married almost 25 years. So it's like, it's a lot to she's not just throwing it away.
Well, I love these comments. Like, we just started. This is all gold. We all felt the same way about this episode. We're all on the same page, I think, here. Like, I wish there was somebody who was actually like pro Kody in this one.
I doubt it.
I would love to hear their input, and I would even respect them if they wanted to come up. But I think we could all agree. I think the whole world can agree that Kody is just a scumbag.
A POS. I hate him so much. I've never liked him, but this episode, it's disgusting. How could he do that?
What does Nanny do? So, and that's the shirt that Peyton was wearing actually when he made that TikTok. That's when
really?
I got it. Yeah. So Robin's like, yeah, trying to make it work. Go to the house, sleep on the couch. It's your house, So that's Robin trying to show on camera that she's for the marriages, that she doesn't want to lose any sister wives, that like, she's the one being the peacemaker. And I think we all saw right through it. Did anybody in the comments think that Robin was being genuine when she was telling Kody to give it another try with Christine? Cody, did you think that Robin was being genuine?
No, what it seemed like to me, and in my opinion, it seemed to me that Robin was pretty much telling everybody that, yo, listen, Kody, I don't want you.
We have one brave soul.
as much as you are, I need you out of my house because I need a break from you too. So go sleep on a couch. Go get a cot. Sleep at the house because I don't want you really at my house anymore either. That's what I got from it.
By the way,
You
hey
think?
Heaven, hey Honey Wig, and Wicked Wisdom, I love you, you brave soul. Saying good for you, girl. So now Wicked, to a follow-up question to that. Do you really think that she was being like, genuine, or do you think she was trying to save face with the camera crew and the rest of the girls? Do you think she was genuinely really concerned? Maybe a mixture of A and B. Hey, Jay's Nana. That's what I'm thinking. But I respect everyone's opinion. So
No, definitely, but
Come on.
oh my God, I would shit my pants. Christine Brown. Well, Mary always watches me. So Mary, get Christine over here. But they don't talk. Even Kody used to watch our Periscopes back in the day. Like you would see the replay viewers.
Yeah,
it'd be Kody. Okay, so Wicked's with you, Kody. So I think we're all kind of on the same page. But all right, so is it to the part where he goes to Christine's house, because that's the bulk of the episode?
Yeah.
Oh, then no, we do see Janelle. They show
that
Janelle
she has
for
COVID.
a hot second. She tested positive for COVID. She feels like she has a cold, and hopefully that's like the extent of it. Like the first time we got COVID, we felt like we got hit by a truck.
Yes.
Like we couldn't move for like 2 weeks. But
Same thing happened to me.
The second time, like it was more like we were like just like draggy, and both of us have our shots. So wait, John, do you think Kody is hot? Wait, my husband, Kody? You said you spelled Kody with a C. My husband, Kody with a C, I think is very hot.
You better say that.
Kody with a K. Throw some vomit emojis over here. Kody with a K vomit emoji.
But I know you have something to say about Kody with a K's hair, right, Kody? You want to step on and say hi to everybody and give your thoughts?
Am I allowed to?
Yes, come here.
Well,
you're also my co-host.
I'm not gonna step on because like I have to
show that pretty face of yours. Come over here.
Shut your face. Okay, well, I'm gonna stand on the sidelines because I gotta finish taking care of the cats and the fish. But I think Kodys Hair.
Get ready for it.
Does he sleep at night with curlers in? Because why is his hair always so curly and everything? And if you look,
it's a perm.
That's what I thought.
Is it a perm? Because
it's a perm.
It's not curly. It's kinky.
It's like wavy and like twirly, and I'm like, I wonder if he sits there and like twirls his hair and like whatever. But then also when you see him from the side,
it's a perm.
He has
it's a perm.
He has like the two like big curl like crimps in the
tendrils.
Front.
He has the two. He has like the two curly tendrils.
Yes, but it looks like
to cover. I don't know what you call them in English, but las entradas. How do you call the
but
in Spanish we call them like entrada. When men get bald right here.
But like
I don't know what they're called.
I feel like he puts like his tendrils in curlers. Like so, like he has like the two tendrils like that curl down.
Yes, to cover the
hair up there. Then he's missing hair, and then he grows out the hair in the back. So it looks like he needs like one of those like what is it? The headbands that the girls wear. It looks like he's been wearing one of those for a long time because I'm dead serious. It looks like he needs one of those, or like maybe one of those like head wraps that go around like the bandanas, like the strong woman like sign. Like it looks like maybe he was wearing one of those for a long time because he's missing like a big strip right there in the middle.
And I don't think that it's natural because they have shown him when he was younger.
Yes.
And he had the typical all-American boy haircut. And those curls, if you have those curls, there's no way you can get that
You can't
haircut.
get rid of them
Yeah,
because
like-
they're natural. They grow that way.
Exactly.
When
Yeah.
you see the younger pictures of Kody, you don't see those curls. You see
No.
the straight hair and everything else.
And
So
I could
where
totally
did these
see-
curls come from?
I could totally see like Kody going into like the salon, and he's like, "Let me get your best permanent, please." And he wouldn't even say perm. He like, Cody's the type of guy. He goes, "I need a permanent." Like asshole.
They bring
Like,
him to the back. They get everything all worked up, and then they put the rollers in his hair, and then they like wrap it, and then they have like the back one that to where you have to sit underneath the machine to like
those
like,
little little curls that they do really
yes, yes.
Yes.
And for all of you who are just tuning in right now, we are dragging Kody Brown. So get into it. There we are.
And he wants it noticed because he keeps shaking his hair like he's he's got like this full like. I don't.
It's probably Robin giving him the
It's definitely
perm.
Robin.
Oh, it's definitely.
It's definitely Robin's like, I got you, boo, with the curl.
Right, yeah,
she got the
Robin's
curling
like,
iron.
I'm here for
She got the curling iron, getting his tendrils all nice for the
Yes.
camera.
Absolutely.
And Kody has the best curling iron known to man. Because it takes a lot to have
Well, it's probably
to
from
have
Kody.
your hair like have bounce like that. Like he should be like the new like the new Brett girl. Or like the new face of like
never see him
Revlon or something like that.
You never see him in a hat. You never see him in a beanie. You never see him nothing. He always has to have that hair just like showing and flipping and flopping. Which meanwhile, it's not the best.
Like,
Because he's covering this part that it's no hair.
He's got the urge to herbal, y'all. Like that's it.
That's all I had to say on that
Okay.
part, so.
That was a nice 10-minute segue about Kody's hair. So there we are.
See, my hair is curly, but
Kody is in
you know.
in the bathroom with the curling iron, getting them tendrils. Like you know it, because like listen, I like having tendrils when my hair is long. I do, and he makes fun. He makes fun of me too. Like when
little
my
sugar
hair is
curls.
long,
I'm aging myself. Little sugar curls.
But
Yes.
when my hair is long, like I'll part my
Yes.
hair. I don't think you guys have ever seen my hair long. I don't know.
I've never seen your hair long.
You have.
Well,
I'm saying everyone live.
kind of
I used to like grow
long,
my
short,
hair
but-
out, like, and I would have like I would have this, but it would come down to like past my eyes.
Yeah,
Like
I haven't seen that.
so I'm like it was too much upkeep. I have thick hair, and like I had to get my
Why?
hair cut.
Because you had to put your hair in twisties every
No,
night?
I never put my hair in curlers.
Bull.
How dare you, sir?
Bull. I call bull on that one.
So I'll show you a picture after we're done. I'll post a picture of me with my long hair with the tendrils, but mine weren't curled. I didn't use a curling iron. So there we go. All right, so blah blah blah. We talked about Janelle. Okay, so now here we get to the guts of it. This episode. So Kody goes to Christine's and
Sits down at the conference table.
Cody's like, why does Christine have a conference table in her house? I'm like, I think that's a dining room table, but it did look like a conference table, right?
It's a conference table with the bookshelves in the back. It's like you're meeting with your lawyer.
Maybe they have a conference room in that house.
That's
I don't
where
know.
they sat. That's what I said.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt and saying that they sat at the dining room table.
The dining room table, which meanwhile you have the bookshelves with all attorneys of law and all kinds of like law books and everything like there,
And
like on the bookshelf.
why did he want to speak in the bedroom?
Right.
That's the first thing that came out. She said, "You're not allowed in my bedroom." Why did he want to sit on the bed talking to her?
When all he wants to do is never be intimate with her and never.
Exactly.
And never, if I were Christine, I'd be like, we could talk outside. This is my house now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Right?
Absolutely. We can speak outside.
Or we'll talk in the garage where your shit is.
Yep.
That's it.
There it is. Or you can speak at Robin's house and at her conference table.
Yeah, let's have
because
Robin
that's
come into
your,
this
That's your
conversation.
wife now anyways, so let's speak at her house.
Boy, I'm glad we're also spirited. How much fun is this? I haven't felt this lively on a live talking about stuff in a bit. Like, Beverly Hills has been fun, but like this is like really good. I am so excited for this season. Like
Definitely, me too.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait for us to talk about this whole season. Whew. Okay, so Now my notes get a little sloppy because I was writing to the gill, like my shorthand, like I'm. So bear with me while I try to read this. Okay, so Kody's like, you moved me into the garage. Christine's like, yes, you said you were not attracted to me and wanted no more intimacy.
Then what's the point of having her there? He doesn't want her, so what's the point? Be
Well,
another Mary?
That actually kind of jumps a little, like when he said that, and then kind of towards the end, which I'm just saying it because I got to take care of the cats, but I'm gonna make a point really quick. When he said, or when she asked, well, why do you want me? Like, why can't you just like divorce me? Like, whatever. And he goes,
Go to skip ahead.
well, I just said that. I said,
Make your point.
I'm gonna sit there and dip out because I gotta go. But he goes, how come we can't stay together and just hang out and make it work? Who stays in a marriage just to hang out? He said that on TV and said, well, we should just stay together and just make it work and just hang out. Who the hell wants that?
And he also mentioned that I know so many other plural families and they don't have these issues because it's not you. You're the a-hole.
So, yeah. Okay, so now Kody got me all out of sorts, jumping ahead. Thank you, Kody, with a C.
I gave you a fair warning that I was going to bounce to kind of the
cool to jump right to the end of it.
I didn't do everything at the end, but I just wanted to make up.
It's fine.
Like,
you made your point.
In a marriage to hang out. Why can't we just hang out?
Didn't Christine say that from 800 days?
Yes.
800 days. 3 days. 3.
In 800 days, Kody has spent 3. What?
800 days is like 2.5 years.
3 full days in 800. How do you come back?
2.5 years.
But why didn't Christine say that to him across the table? Because that would have been, I would, both Kody's tendrils would have just flew off if she had said that to him. Like, like, he's saying, I've been there. Like, on the confessional, Christine's saying, yeah, out of 800 days, you spend 3 full days with us. Like, if she had said that to him across the table, he probably would have like lost all his hair. No need for a perm anymore. It's good. And Gene's right. But he doesn't hang out with her. Yes, according to Christine, 800 days, 3. And where was he like the rest of the 797 days?
With Robin.
Not with Mary. Not with Mary.
And not with Janelle.
Janelle's not following the rules, and they all have COVID, so not Janelle. Yeah. With Robin.
With Robin.
So there's that. Let me go. People, and then Kody goes to Christine. People do it all the time, like not having sex and whatever. People have loveless marriages.
Okay, I get that. I get that part that it could happen, but you have 4 wives. You're obviously having it with one of them. What's the, yes, some people fall into a loveless marriage, but they only have 1 wife. They're not doing somebody else. He is, he is doing.
Yeah, where does Kody like when he used to first be on the show? He used to work. Kody, what in that Audi? What was his car? The convertible, the silver one, the silver Lexus. Oh, I'm going to work. Hey, nuts and board. I'm going to work. But I haven't seen Kody do anything, And if you guys don't know this, they were going to cancel Sister Wives a while back. Jesus, this must have been like 2016 or 2017.
Yeah, it was almost a 2-year hiatus, right?
No, there might have been a hiatus, but Kody told production that to cut all their salaries, and I think he said just to pay Kody. If I could be wrong, and this is like I'm talking about a 12-year-old show. I think I'm right. So I'll just say allegedly, but I'm pretty sure that back in 2016, 2017, they were going to cancel the show. It was right after the whole show paid for them to go to Hawaii, the whole clan.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And then they wanted to cancel it, and Kody said, "No, cut our salaries in half. Do whatever you need to do. I want to keep this going." So Cody's still been wanting, and I feel bad because it's weird to talk about Kody and not be my husband.
I know.
Damn it. And he goes, "I hate hearing you say it."
Kody P, Kody Perm.
Kody with a K. Perm Kody. Kody. Can we call him Pody? Perm Kody? Pody?
KB. KB.
So there's that. Because Kody wanted to keep that going for a long, long time. And then, like, when the stuff with Mary and Sam happened. Jackie Overton. That's the lesbian's name in Oklahoma. That's her name. That's her name. I knew it would come back to me. Because I haven't covered Sister Wives in a bit, so I had to, like, my brain needs to recharge and get all the information back in it. But it'll come back to me as we go. That's Jackie Overton was the lesbian pretending to be Sam, the one that she catfished Mary. That's how that goes. Okay, see, I'll get there. I did have Corona twice, so I still have my brain fog too. So now. Wow, we're already a half hour in, and we haven't even gotten through any of it yet. Okay. So Christine is saying to Kody, it's been 10 to 12 years of bad. And honestly, when do you think the last time Kody fucked Janelle?
I almost spilled my soda everywhere.
I'm sorry, I'm just being blunt as a spoon. I'm sorry.
I think she mentioned something about anniversary or birthday. Yay, what a gift. It's like,
was that too much? I'm sorry.
I think she mentioned like once a year. I think she mentioned that.
And Mary hasn't seen Cody's dick probably since like Mariah was born. Okay, so that was probably the last time. Let's just call spades here.
Yeah, definitely.
Nuts and board. I don't know. See, I have it. Sorry, my awful foul mouth. But like. So then Christine goes on to say, like, I've been miserable for 10 to 12 years, and then Christine brings it back to Lehigh. When they were living in like the big giant house in Utah.
And she was in the basement.
Yeah. And on the first season when, they all lived in that house, when they had the one they had to run from because the police were like going up and down the streets and they had to pack up the shop and leave in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was also some good TV. Like that was good TV. I'm like, oh, goddamn, the cops are going up and down the street. So, and Christine was saying that during that time she had to get a night job because they had no money, and this is before they were on the show. And not that TLC pays like Bravo money, TLC. I don't know how much they pay different casts, but like TLC is not on the same level as Bravo. We could all agree on that one.
Definitely, yeah.
And I know what the cast members on 90 Day make, but it really goes like by like the production company, and what the ratings bring in and stuff like that. So, but TLC is notoriously known for not paying the cast members the money they should be making that other reality TV shows are making. So, and she was saying to Kody, you weren't there for me, like
and he was, yeah.
I had to have Isabel. Was it Isabel?
Yes.
Who was 10 at the time, tuck everybody in, and that should have fell on you.
No, it's the one that's married. It's not Isabel. Isabel, isn't she the one that had the surgery, the back surgery?
Oh wait, shoot, I might be wrong on that one. I was writing so fast, I can't even.
No, I think she said she was 5.
No, she was 10. She was 10. Was it Isabel?
Yes. Okay. Sheila's saying yes.
Okay.
Aspen, yes. EJ's
Oh,
Nana.
Aspen,
Yes.
Aspen. That's it. There you go. Aspen is the oldest for Christine. Uh, she was, putting the kids to bed at 10 years old, and they're all living in this giant house. So, like, you know what? If I were Christine, Kody's like, I don't have the time to do it. So I'm working to pay for your polygamous lifestyle, right? I had to work the overnight shift at McDonald's or wherever she was working, right? To make money because you want to have a giant family and you can't tuck my kids away at night
Mama,
for 5 seconds.
con esa,
No,
con
you're
ese.
still in the same house. And Kody's argument was, well, that's not my night, but you're in the same freaking house.
I know. I don't get. Yeah.
I don't know how Christine didn't jump across the table and strangle him because that's what I want to do right now. Like I don't know how she didn't do that.
Yes.
Wicked.
I agree. I agree.
I think they should have stayed in Vegas. Arizona screwed them for the love. Have a
Yes.
plan. There are no plan. Williams. Yes, Wicked. Williams. Yes. Yes. And I was the first one to say they had it made in Vegas. They lived on a goddamn cul-de-sac. They all shared a yard. It was like the fortress. And they lived in a gated community. They had it made in Vegas. Had it made. But the word on the curb is that Kody couldn't afford to keep the houses going anymore because they weren't making enough money from the show to contribute to it. And I guess Kody, who no one's seen Kody work.
I know. What does he do?
I don't know. Kody, what do you do? Do you work? But according to what's been put out there, allegedly, Kody couldn't afford Vegas anymore. But they had it made there. You wanted the perfect life. Did you watch Big Big Love on HBO Suites?
Big Love? Yes, of course. That's what started me with all this. Yes.
Yes. And they had they all shared the backyard.
Remember? The backyard, and they put the pool. Yes.
He had it made just like Bill did on Big Love. And I hate to compare the two because one's fiction and one's not, but you had it made. You had everybody there. You can just walk across the street and go to Mary's, go to Christine's, go to Robin's, go to Janelle's. Why did you ruin that? Because you know why? In my head, Robin was like, we should move to Flagstaff or somewhere else. And, because before, to everybody who's been watching the show for as long as we have, and when they first moved to Vegas, they were in separate houses.
Yes.
Just like they were in Flagstaff. They were all over the place and nobody saw each other until they moved into the cul-de-sac. And, then it got good. So why would Kody want to take that away from everybody? Everybody was great. But, the word was that he couldn't afford to keep that going anymore.
No, well,
I don't know what.
Why does she have to have a house? That huge house. Why can't she just go live with somebody? Really? Just get a condo. Get a condo.
I feel a certain way about that because Mary was the first wife, and it's not Mary's fault that she had all those miscarriages. And it's not Mary's fault. She tried. Lord knows, Mary had a million miscarriages, and she wanted to be to pump out the kids like Christine and Janelle were. So I feel like Mary should have had the same house that everybody else did because it wasn't her fault. We all know she tried, right? And I think it would be unfair to put Mary in a guest bedroom in Christine's or Janelle. Right? Come on.
Okay, I get it now.
No,
I get it.
Now I get your point saying why does Mary need this giant house? But that's how it was in a cul-de-sac. But I can't take that away from Mary. And if I were Mary, could you imagine being Mary the first wife? Because when Mary and Kody met, Kody was a monogamist. And then Kody got the calling. Mary didn't sign up for any of this. Kody got the calling because that's how it goes. When Kody and Mary married, they were monogamous, and
Yeah.
then he was like, "Uh-oh, God came to me, and now I have to be fruitful and have many wives." So if I were Mary, I would want the same stuff, the same house that everybody else had. And I do get your point of saying, like, well, Mary's alone, or Mary just had Mariah. Like, does she need her own house? But yes, yes, she does. In my books, I think she does. And she was the first wife. And could you imagine being all right? Could you imagine being Mary and like Kody's like, okay, I built 2 houses. Christine's got a house, Janelle's got a house, and Robin's got a house, 3 houses. And Mary, you're gonna stay in Robin's basement because you're by yourself.
I get it. I get it. I agree now. I agree. It's true. Yeah.
And
But
poor
she
Mary
should
went
just
through it.
bounce, really. Just, yeah.
Mary always has my heart, and like poor Mary, like I was so ready for her, like when she, when she was talking to someone, I'm like, oh my god, Mary's escaping, yes. And poor, Mary can't win. But I think that Mary should have had the same status. And although I can agree that Mary doesn't need a big giant 5-bedroom house, but then they use Mary's house as like, like the meeting area. Like if they had guests come over, they go to Mary's. So it wasn't like that waste was kind of space. The space wasn't wasted. What? Stop laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. My husband just came home. So,
Is
no,
he
but
listening to this and he's like, oh my God, what are you doing? We're talking
no,
about
but
sister wives, but yeah, and that was like another let me see. Mary would have been gone, and I know exactly, Heaven. We all know that if that guy was real, if it wasn't Jackie from Oklahoma, she would have been gone. I want to know Robin's net worth is a lot more than the other sister wives.
I love Wicked Wisdom. She said that um, Robin offered to carry a baby for Mary, and Kody said no.
Because he was done with her. And like, I don't think I'm not a female, and I don't want to be indelicate, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm gay, so they're 3 strikes to me right now. So like, even if Robin could, if Mary had an egg, like with all the problems she had, could that even happen?
Yes, of course. They could do it.
All her miscarriages and stuff like that. That would
No, she would get
I'm
an
trying
egg.
to be as delicate as
No,
possible.
an egg from Mary, and then implanted into Robin. She would be the surrogate.
But Kody said no.
That's what Wicked Wisdom says.
So when Kody denied Mary baby, he is a POS. Like I don't know anybody, and I don't know how he could be like, he could like talk on the show and be like, oh my god, like I'm like I'm the best. I'm dumbfounded. I just am so disgusted by him, and so impressed by Christine. And again, if for a big love comparison, when this show first started, Christine in my head was Nikki, right? Nikki was like, right? Chloe Savigny, whatever her name is. She wore the prairie dress. She had like the hair. She was like the staunch
fundamentalist. She was a
Yes.
fundamentalist. Yes.
And
Let me say goodbye to my kid real quick.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You
No,
talk.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'll carry it. I got you. I would have thought Christine would have stayed with Kody to the end. And the fact that Christine is like the first person to do it, so impressed. Never, and I love a good surprise. and like not a blindside surprise or not a hoodwink surprise, but like a surprise, and that's a surprise, and I love it. Wait, what does Wicked said? Kody's ego is his worst enemy. It destroyed his reputation with Mary and now Christine. Absolutely. Relationship. Are you good? Okay.
Sorry, my kid was just leaving.
He is, but he knows that. He knows that. And I don't think Mary's gonna follow Stacey. I don't like Mary's like, I'm staying with Kody. I haven't seen Kody's dick since 1985, but you know what?
I love Wicked Wisdom. Definitely. You're hitting everything straight up. I love it. Yes. I just hate Kody because it is so difficult for a woman. I'm putting myself in Christine's place. Been married almost 25 years, and that your husband
Been together for almost 30.
and looks at you and says, I wasn't attracted to you when I got married to you.
How do you say that? Not only was I not attracted to you, but I felt pressured and I didn't love you. Are you kidding me? Now, okay. I don't know if I'm mixing up the big love storyline or Sister Wives, because they're kind of like. Was somebody sick? I think I'm thinking of Big Love. Oh, wait, I'm not
Big
sure.
Love. And Big Love, yes.
Love. That's how Bill got. See, it's so like I can't tell them apart now. But like, you know, he got married to Mary, and then like it was a year later that, you know, Kody got the calling. Then he got married to Janelle like a year after, and then Christine a year after that. But he felt pressured that he had to marry Christine.
You know why he had to marry Christine?
Why?
Christine comes from a very, very famous polygamist family.
Yeah, she's like polygamous, like royalty.
Royalty.
Christine.
Yes. Really, so he married, in my opinion, he married her to get, you know, higher status within that community.
And again, this is Kody, who was never a polygamist. His you know, and he wanted to, like, you know, network and branch his stuff out there.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go, Addie. Perfectly said.
Yeah.
That's it.
And she's like the royal blood. So, and you know, now, but Kody's isn't. My God, it's like a family tree. I'm like, I don't have the energy. Isn't Janelle's mom now married to Kody's dad?
Yes.
And Janelle didn't come from polygamy at all.
No.
Or her family.
No, she didn't.
It's very weird.
And Robin didn't either, right?
No. Robin did come from a polygamous like sect, but she her first marriage. She wanted to be, you know, monogamous and break away from it. But then I guess when that didn't work out, she went back into like the system, if you want to call it that. Like, I don't know, but Robin's first marriage was monogamous, and it didn't work out. Obviously, we know that, and she went back into like the fold, I guess. But Christine's family line was very polygamous. What about Mary? Was Mary? Yeah, Mary's family.
That I do not know.
I don't know.
Maybe either. Wicked Wisdom can tell us, but
that's Wicked. We need to know what Mary's about.
Yes,
the family line.
But yeah, I mean, it was heartbreaking. My heart broke for Christine because she really wanted to make it work. She tried and tried and tried, and we saw it during all these seasons. We have seen how she has tried, and he has been nothing but an ass to her every single season.
What did she say? I'm not. And then, you know, Christine says, like, I'm not the best sister wife, and she, you know, she did have issues with insecurity. And she said, yeah, I'm not the, Christine was like, as I believed every single word that came out of Christine's mouth, like as Bible, as fact, and she owned up to her faults too. She goes, yeah, I was insecure. And yeah, not the best sister wife. Like my only friend really was Janelle. I was never friends with Mary. And you know how she feels about Robin. So,
But she has always been upfront and honest with them. Every time they had, and they haven't had that in a while, their little powwows, sister wives powwows with the calendars, and you take him this day and you take him that day. And, she was honest every single time. She kept saying, I want more time. Give me this time. I need help. I want to fix it. But
John, isn't it ironic that Robin is the only previously divorced one, but Kody said, I need her advice because she has a knack for making noise. Oh my God, Evan. You got it on the board. Here you go, Evan. That good point there. Yes.
No, but and then every time Christine would say something, he's like, oh, how dare you? Like he was like flabbergasted. He was appalled. How dare you say that? And in my opinion, I think that he didn't want her to move, because what if TLC does a spinoff?
That's right. Janelle was Mary's brother.
And he doesn't get any money off of that. What if they want to do a spinoff on Christine? She already has a cooking show. They gave her a cooking show.
They need to give, like, I don't know. I would love to see Christine and Janelle have their own show. And I kind of want to know more about Mary. Like, I think I would watch any show where Kody's not involved.
Ditto.
I am alone. Like, they shot her in the woods, like, camping out by herself. He goes, well, here, I'm Mary. I'm here in the woods. Just trying to kill some squirrels so I can eat. It's cold here, and I'm tired, and I'm alone all the time. And Mary's like, I'm not going to, abandon this marriage. When Kody, like, what, Mary? Huh?
Could you imagine when Kody told her, you can bring your boyfriend here. He can live here. He can be part of the family. What if the boyfriend, they get married, and then Mary is the second wife?
Because Kody only cares about his money. Like, that's it though. Like, he's like, okay, wait, we're skipping ahead because I have a huge point to make on this one. Wait. All right, so not the best sister wife, close to Janelle, 800 days. Mary, Christine's like, why are you still holding on to this? It's not working.
Exactly, yeah.
And then Kody's like, I bought this house. I bought the furniture. I bought that bed right there. I bought everything. This is my house.
Tell that to a Latina. See how it goes. Yes. Burn it down in 2 seconds.
I mean, I still have 3 more pages of notes. Oh my God. Okay, let me try it. Like, we're already at almost an hour, and Jesus Christ. Okay. Talk while I'm trying to scan.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't understand his reaction. I want to understand, why was this wasn't a surprise. It's like he's been through it with Mary. Just because Mary is quiet, she's to herself, she doesn't want to ruffle any feathers.
Like, we're intimate, like, being intimate once a year does not a marriage make. So exactly. What? We get to have sex like on my birthday once a year.
Woohoo, birthday.
You all know you're sticking it to Robin every night that you're at the house.
Exactly.
And I had to agree with Christine because, you're in a polygamous lifestyle where we all know that you're supposed to be fucking all the other wives. Sorry for my crude.
The routine, the calendar. Remember Big Love? They used to sit with the calendar, and you get them this day, this day, this day.
So let's talk about the calendar for 1 second. Mary hasn't seen Kody's dick since I don't know
The 80s.
Hurricane Gloria. Christine hasn't seen the dick once a year, you know, for like the last 10 to 12 years. You know, Janelle ain't seen no dick for a long goddamn time. Mary,
No.
Mary, there's no dick for Mary. I mean,
No. Not
Mary's
even
so
a
bad.
hug, not even a kiss.
Mary's
It's
so bad that she had to go to a lesbian to get some dick. So I mean, that's how desperate Mary is. And who's getting all the dick? Robin.
Robin. Oh, you're looking for
So Christine is,
Bye,
you know,
mommy, love
saying
you.
like, listen, I can't watch you fuck Robin. She
Yeah.
can't even say Janelle or Mary because she know they ain't getting the dick, just like she's not. I can't watch you fuck Robin over and over again, and then you tell me you're not attracted to me. No intimacy, huh? Because, you know, Robin's the new bride still from 10 years ago. Like, you know, Christine, Mary, and Janelle been around for 30 years, and Kody's tired of that now. He don't want that old he don't want that old cat. By being
That
too
old
much,
cat.
by being too much.
No. It's just funny.
You don't want that old you don't want that old pussy cat? No. He needs Robin now. And listen, Robin's pussycat is probably tired now too, and I bet you he's looking for like number 5 now because, you know, Christine's
I
out.
agree. Mary is non-existent.
He wants a kitten like Georgie, and no, Georgie, you will not be part of this life. But he wants a kitten.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and I'm sorry for my crudeness, but it is what it is. You know. And God Almighty, I hope that your kids and or husband aren't hearing what I'm saying, sweets, right now.
No, they're outside. And they wouldn't care anyway.
So, okay. You know, and Christine's saying, like, you know, the criteria for me to be like for you to be attracted to me, like there's too much criteria. Like I can't be myself. And she can't.
She can't, yeah.
And who wants to be in that marriage when you have to see him screw Robin over and over again? Because Robin's the only one getting it. What does Lisa say? Mary's kept around for her money. Is the LuLaRoe like going that well? Is that why? Oh, it's a Care Bear. Is the LuLaRoe doing that well? Is that why Kody needs Mary to stick around?
That I don't know about the LuLaRoe.
No, hold on. I can't try. There we go. Nope. I think I'd rather he stay with Robin if it were me.
But he has. He doesn't visit. I mean, he doesn't even visit Mary. 3 days out of 800 with Christine and Janelle. They haven't touched on that part with Janelle.
Poor Mary is like in the woods, like burning sticks together, like having to hunt squirrels to eat. Like, you know, poor thing. You know, that she's like, I'm in the woods. Like I thought it was like, you know, what was that movie? What was that movie with the girl with the snot? The Blair Witch Project. You see Mary like in the Blair Witch Project, like there. So, you know, here I am. It's Mary. It's cold and I'm alone and I've got nobody, but I'm here on Flagstaff.
Yeah, it's so sad.
And you know, you know that Mary can't stand him either. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Blah, 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 blah. Felt pressured. Christine saying to him, "You're an asshole," and Christine's cursing on the confessional. She's like, "Well, fuck that."
I know.
Shit. I was like, God, where have you been my whole life? I want to be like best friends with Christine, like right now. Like I'll marry you. Like, you know, if you want, you could be one of my sister wives. You and Kody can, my Kody, Christine, Kody with a C. Listen, if you want to come over here, Christine, we'll take good care of you.
I get confused.
I said Kody with a C. I said, can we invite Christine to be one of ours? Would you mind her being a sister wife? I won't give her
What
the
is
sex,
she
but
gonna
she's
be
not used to it. So she's
but
used
what
to
is
that
she
kind
gonna
of like, it's fine. It's fine. Like
What is she gonna be a sister wife too, though?
you.
How does that work, Don?
I don't know, but I think I'd like to have Christine here.
So you mean a maid?
Not a. You're already the maid.
She can cook. She can cook. She knows how to cook.
Myself.
She can cook. So there you go.
Wicked. Her Pop-Tart and Sanka.
Yes, Pop Tarts and Sanka. You know what? I'm gonna bring back the $500 tier because people keep talking about the Pop Tarts and Sanka that I offered on my $500 tier, and I think it's catching on now. So.
But yeah, I just feel my heart is broken for her because it takes a lot of guts and a lot of to actually say this out loud, and not even just to your husband, but to the world, saying, this is what's happening to me. I want out. I am so proud of her for doing that and say, no, screw it. I want to be happy.
Why?
I want to be happy.
She goes, you don't want this, Kody. I don't want this. And she goes, I don't want to be married. And Kody goes, I'm good with that. No one's a prisoner. Are you sure about that, Kody? Because ask Mary, who's in the woods somewhere, burning twigs together for heat.
I know.
And Kody, and then Christine's like, I'm going back to Utah. And then, oh no, that's the last thing that Kody wanted to hear, because he's like, can't we make hanging out work? You know what hanging out works when you're in 11th grade or 12th grade when you're at a friend's house and you're watching Friends on TV. That's hanging out. Or playing kickball in the street. Or that's hanging out. Not this after 30 years.
Because Kody right now only has 2 underage, 2 or 3 only, right? Underage children.
They're almost all grown. I think
it's Truly
and Robin's spawns.
I don't know what is the name of Robin's girl. Wicked, what's the name of Robin's little girl?
It's Truly, and then the 2 spawns that Robin had in those horrible births that we had to watch, when one popped out with the shoulder blade being broken. Yeah. Kody had to catch the baby like it's a football, the Tom Brady was throwing a pass and Kody had to catch the baby right out of it.
Yeah,
that was horrible TV. The line of people outside Robin's door with the home birth. God, I have nightmares about that episode still to this day. Ooh.
So how far is it from Flagstaff to Utah?
Not far.
I don't know. I'm horrible at geography, so I don't know. There Arizona, you go. Thank you, Lisa.
Utah is right above Arizona, so they're right there. It's
okay,
right there. They border each other.
Thank you, Lisa. It's Truly, Solomon, and Ari.
That's it.
There you go. Thank you.
And now Truly is 12 or 13 now.
Yes. I think at least they're all school age.
Robin's kid from before, right? Wasn't Aurora Robin's kid from before?
Yes, she's the one who just graduated. Yes.
Hold on. There's a couple more things we have to say. Christine learned that something very powerful that Christine said was that thanks to COVID, I learned how to be on my own and live by my own, and I knew that I didn't need you anymore. And God Almighty, when Christine said that, I had chills on my arm. Oof! I'm God, Christine, you are just amazing me tonight. That was very, very powerful. And Kody didn't know whether to shit or go blind. He was and Christine blew me away. And everything that came out, she wasn't being mean. She wasn't being spiteful. She was giving Kody what he deserved. And I can get being mean or scorned or whatever, but Christine was just putting it out there in a classy way. And when she said, like, that's how I learned to live without you, and that's how I knew I didn't need you anymore because I've been miserable for 12 years, and you have done nothing about it to make it better. Oof.
So
That was
definitely,
that was good.
definitely, and the way she was talking to him, that she wasn't fighting anymore, she wasn't upset, she wasn't angry, she wasn't crying. That really shook him. That really shook him because he's always used to his wives being all crazy and yelling and screaming and crying. But she's like, there you go.
Yeah, like there were like if it were me and I were Kody and she just said that to me, I'd be like, okay, bye, I'm out.
Yeah,
Like, but Christine delivered, like, oh, and like, I don't know if they had like an iPhone like prop to the end of the table. Like, I don't know like who was if like, but like that was like real shit, and I loved it. And then we see Kody's true colors come out at the very end, and because he's like, okay, we're fine. You're not a prisoner. You can leave, but and she's like, I'm going to Utah, and he goes, you can't go to Utah, and she goes, and all the kids are grown, so yeah, Christine, go to Utah. But he's like, what about Julie? He didn't. What about all the other kids you have with Christine?
I
What?
know.
Like,
Well,
God Almighty, Kody, keep making it worse for yourself.
and he already said that the adult kids are against him. I wonder why. Who
And they
wants
have
to
an
see their
article
mom suffer that way,
about
you
that,
know?
but I didn't think it was going to run this long. But yeah, everyone's against him. The adult kids are against him, and Cody's
Wicked.
saying, "Well, everyone's saying I neglected them because you did
You did.
for Robin. You
You did.
neglected them for Robin. You stayed with Robin."
I agree, Wicked. I love Wicked's comments. Addie, Heaven's
Oh,
Real,
I hate
Lisa,
him.
thank you.
I hate him so much. I fucking hate him. I hate him. And thank God Christine put it out there. And Robin's playing dumb. Oh,
Sleep on the couch. It's your house.
I,
Work it out. You
let me
can
sell
do it.
some more gaudy shit on my sister wife's closet that no one's gonna buy. Oh, like make it work, Tony. Oh, like we all know that Robin's the only one married to him right now.
Exactly.
And Kody, I hate saying that because, like, that's my husband. Kody, like, when everyone in your family is saying that you're neglecting them, whether it be Christine, Janelle, Christine's kids, Janelle's kids, Mary, who's probably dead in a bush in the wilds of Flagstaff now, everyone is telling you that you've neglected them, except Robin and her crew, which is all roses all the time. It's because you neglected them.
And when he said, you don't cook, you don't clean, how do you know you're not there? How would he know? You don't cook. I'm going to be quiet.
It's infuriating.
Yes.
Ooh, and I don't usually get this hot on like
my goodness, that chat, I love all you guys in chat. This is awesome. Awesome.
I only usually get this heated like when I'm like fighting somebody like who I don't like. But like on a TV show, I'm like, this motherfucker. Like, really?
I know. It's disgusting. Say, how dare you? How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
It's disgusting. I hate him so much, really.
I do too, because like he's like, so what if you get a boyfriend and the boyfriend wants the money that we have, and then you're gonna marry the boyfriend, because that's only what Kody cares about at the end of the day.
Exactly.
The money. And he doesn't.
And Robin's cooch. That's all he cares about.
And him and Christine aren't even legally married. Like, I don't know, like, what kind of, like, he's got 4 wives. Robin's obviously number 1 now because she got the marriage that she stole from Mary.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, Mary, can you please divorce Kody so Kody can adopt my kids? Like, she didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
You hear me screaming? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. He only, and like I said, To your Kody, he
Go
only
ahead.
wants Robin's kuka. He doesn't want anybody else's kuka, just Robin's.
Yeah, Kody.
You also
We're gonna
saw
see.
the
My husband,
way-
Kody.
I mean, hi. But you also saw the way that he acted, and I could have got. I might be getting their name wrong, but Aspen, is she the one that had the back surgery?
No,
The-
Isabel.
That's Isabel. Yeah.
That's Isabel. Okay, so you
Yes.
saw how he acted with Isabel because he knew that she needed the surgery, and the doctors kept saying yes, she needs the surgery, but Kody kept putting it off because of COVID and everything else. So you saw how he acted.
Oh,
with
because
that.
Kody was like,
So then,
"Oh my God, my daughter who is in so much pain. Her
Exactly.
spine looks like a C.
I
Like her
know.
spine's like this.
meanwhile,
Poor girl.
Yeah, walk.
Kody, so now he's,
And he's
all
like,
about Trudy
well, can't
and
you
his
put it
money
off
now.
a few more months? And Christine
She's
and
like,
Ed
I
were like,
waited 2 years.
I don't want to die, Dad. I need the surgery.
So you see how he acts, like how.
Oh
towards,
my God,
like,
he is
towards
the
that side.
he is
I
the
told you that when they showed
absolute
that
worst.
thing.
And
It
yeah,
was
definitely.
He is the absolute worst.
Hey guys, how are ya?
I'll come out.
Hi,
in a second.
Cody.
We're almost done. My neighbors are outside.
And you could see like how he even like treated the other kids at
And
that time.
he is so ugly, and his children are so beautiful. And what I like the most about his kids is that they love their moms.
Yes, and
Yeah,
they
and
actually
thank
love
God.
each other too. Like they all
That's
stay
exactly. They
contact with
support each
every
other.
single
They,
child.
especially Christine and Janelle's children.
Yes. Yep.
They are very united. I love that. Even though it's not their fault that they have like, 3 other moms, but
Right.
definitely that's what I love. And slowly they're going to keep on pushing them out. As soon as they hit 18, Peyton, he's very active on
But that's what
TikTok, and he
Cody said last week.
slams.
Oh, you're 18, you're done. Cody.
I know.
So you can have, and I hate because your name is Cody and it's driving me crazy. I'm like, yeah, how many kids do you have? 25? How many kids do you have? So
23, right?
He couldn't stop like impregnating his wives to get kids out there, and then when they turn 18, they're on their own.
But yeah,
No, but not Robin's. Not Robin's.
No, of course not Robin's.
Not Robin's.
No.
They're sitting up there being 18, 20.
they're done.
Yeah,
How does
No,
that
of
work?
course not Robin's kids.
not Robin's. He hasn't kicked out Robin's kids, but he
And
did
if I
kick
was
out
all of his kids,
Janelle's.
the Sun just wrote an article. Babe, give me I have it. The Sun just wrote an article, and I was going to share it. I might just talk about it real quick, because I didn't think this was going to go this long, as I normally don't. Hold on.
I mean, your chat is popping. I could
No,
just sit here and read everybody's comments because it's amazing.
I was going to talk about this, but I don't want to keep it going. Like here. Sister Wives star Kody Brown's son ends relationship with him because of the favoritism of wife Robin over Janelle. And Christine finally said it. Robin's the favorite wife. No one gets the time that Robin gets. I mean, we all fucking knew it. We all knew. Everyone knew. But it's all
And
coming
this one
out.
too, that he's not vaccinated.
Oh. Well, that'd be like a big old F you to Kody. Like, you know what? Screw your corona. I'm not even get my shot because I hate you so much. And I almost want to think like that Kody was like, nah, never mind. I won't say that out loud. Nope, never mind. Nope. Won't say that one. That might get me sued. But just don't. Like, he is the worst. The worst. And
Yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. I cannot wait because we already know that she's in Utah. We already know that she moved to Utah. And I think she only has 2.
We've also seen Janelle and Christine hanging out. I just posted about that. I know I have to get back to posting on IG. I will get there. But we know that Christine and Janelle have been hanging out.
Yes.
So that's a big F you to Kody when he sees the Janelle and Christine hanging out together. And Christine is so beautiful.
She is.
She really is. And I have to say, like, I always dislike Christine the most. I just thought she was like this, like, because she comes from like royal lineage of being a polygamist, and she was like the Nikki from Big Love, like, these are the rules, and this is how we're gonna force them, and you know what I mean? Like, so, and she has just surprised me, and she's cursing. I'm like, oh my god, I love you. Like, come over here and have a drink with me. It's just good.
No,
It's
but
good.
definitely, I loved Christine's strength, the power that she got back. And
Yeah,
I
got
just
it.
hope that at the end of the season they write and Christine's boyfriend. I just hope. Definitely.
Wait, who's in Hawaii right now? Wait, heaven, who?
Ooh, you see your chat? Ooh, has the tea.
Wait, heaven, who? Who's in Hawaii?
You see? That's what I said, Gina. A spin-off with Christine and Janelle so they can make their own money
Well,
and they
this show
can.
has run its course. I think I'm pretty sure. Oh, they're in Hawaii. Okay. I'm this, I I'm pretty sure this show has run its course. But like it's season 17. I'm like, what? There's been 17 seasons of Sister Wives. Like, shit, that's a lot of TV. But I have to say, if the rest of the season is as good as this first episode, I hope there's like 10 more after it because this
Yes.
was really good TV.
And Addie, I would be a party animal too if I would have been oppressed for 25 years. Just saying, from where Christine came from, that whole sect. I mean, her grandfather was considered a prophet in that religion,
And imagine
So,
like your husband telling you, "Well, I was never attracted to you to begin with. I never found you sexy. I felt I
I know.
had to marry you." Imagine like your fucking husband saying that to you. How did she not go like this and backhand him across the face as soon as she said, like, I would, ooh,
Yes,
ooh,
I couldn't. That was horrible.
I don't, ooh, that's all I can say is because she's a better person than me. If
Oh,
Cody's,
definitely. Yes. Me, Dama Luna. Me, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it.
It would have been game over, like,
Yeah.
for him.
His stuff wouldn't be in the garage. I would have done, what is that
It would be on
movie
fire.
that they take all the stuff in the car and they just burn it up?
No, what I would have did was take Cody's boxes to the middle of the woods where Mary's currently staying and say, "Girl, I got you. Here's some fire for a few days, so you're warm." Oh, the little kitty.
Where's my Russian blue? Luna.
My cat's causing ruckus somewhere. I don't know where Georgie is. Oh,
But no, definitely I am Team Christine, Team Janelle, Team Mary, not Team Robin.
I don't think anybody's Team Robin, right, Georgie? No, he doesn't
He's
like
so
Robin
cute.
either. Right, Georgie? He hates Robin. Oh, look how big he's getting.
He doesn't
Look,
like the
he is
browns.
so big.
I
now. He's
know.
almost like a full-size cat. Little fucker.
Did he get the snip already?
Nope, that's on the 29th. So he's already 10 pounds. He's like 3 months
Oh,
old.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's getting so big. I used to be able to, like, it's my poof ball. I could hold him like this in my hand. And now, like, he's a giant, big old kitten cat.
But definitely I had a blast. The chat has been popping. You see, look how many of us love the Sister Wives.
Yes, and now I'm gonna set up my schedule for the week. We're gonna be doing Sister Wives on Tuesday nights at 9 from now on. I'm gonna set it all up, and now you'll know whenever we're gonna be live, and that's how it's gonna be from now on. I'm finally in a place where things can be consistent, and it's gonna be good. I don't know if I want to do an after show. Does anybody want to Does anybody want to talk more about this stuff? If I do an after show, you guys can all come up on panel.
Love you too, Addie. But I had a blast because nobody that I know likes Sister Wives.
Oh my
And
God! You found your people.
I found my people in the chat. I love you guys.
Let's do.
Yeah, it's different.
Hey, Cornell. Let's do an after show. If anybody wants to come up and talk about like what we talked about for Sister Wives, I'd love to hear your opinions. Give me 15 minutes, and then we'll start an after show.
Thank you, Barbie. Well, I have to chat with my husband since he just got home from work.
Please.
So
And,
I'll be in chat.
For my vulgarity.
They can't hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't apologize at all. Huh. So there you go. So I will see you guys. If you're not here for the after show, I'll see you guys on Monday night for 90 Day, and I'll see you in a few minutes if you want to come up and talk about Sister Wives on the after show. This has been a great live. I had so much
Definitely, yes.
It was good. This was good. I will see you guys later and or on Monday. So thank you, sweets. Everybody have a great night.
Good night, guys. Bye, Kody. Why?
I'll tell. Bye, everybody.
Bye.